Hello everyone, welcome to another Versus video. I am battling today with a green-black deck full of creatures. We may have coined it Dude Parade, but I'm going to be battling with a green-black deck. It's similar to a list that top 16 the GP last weekend. I played against a similar deck in the top 4 of a Super IQ last weekend, and I have actually seen the deck do well from time to time in Moto events, Magic Online. So this is kind of a niche deck, but it's actually interesting and has actually performed reasonably well. So it could actually be quite good.
Definitely. I'm playing with a black-red mid-range deck that top 8 at the Grand Prix last weekend. Very similar to the deck that Jerry Thompson forced himself to play at Pro Tour Dublin. Yeah, Pro Tour Dublin for Theros. And, I mean, the top 8 at the Grand Prix, so it has to be okay. But the last black-red deck that top 8 at the Grand Prix in South America turned out to be that Exava deck, and it hasn't really done much since. So we'll see. Now we are going to play our non-basic token game. And I snapped off myself last time.
Snapped off is a strong word for your third guess.
My third guess, snapped off myself, so I won the choice last time, so I'm going to be picking this time. And we're going to try and stump BBD. Don't think it's going to happen.
All right, we'll see.
But I think that we're going to go ahead and go with this one.
Chris VanMeter.
I think you can see through the sleeves.
Nope.
Jeez.
I'm just so much on your level that it's just unreal.
Oh, man.
Wow. All right. I will play first.
I have no idea what just happened.
I'll tell you what just happened. Snapped it off. All right. This hand is hilarious. All right. This hand is an easy mulligan, but I think we just have to show CVM what it looks like when you have 4 forests, a lot less troll, and 2 Shadowborn demons.
That's pretty good.
In your opening hand. So that's
every hand should have a demon.
Shipping that one back.
This hand isn't all that exciting, but we do have some pretty powerful cards, and we're 1 land away from the hand being very, very good, so I'm going to keep.
All right, 6 of the best we've ever seen. Come on, deck.
Triple forest, double demon.
Come on, deck. Oh, come on, deck.
He's going to keep it. He's just trolling. 100% snap.
Ooh, this hand's close.
That means he's keeping.
I feel like this deck doesn't... Well, it's probably mulligan's fine.
I mean, you have Grizzly Salvage and Commune, so Wayfinder's not bad. Like, the Animator deck mulligan very well. Are we rabbit holing?
All right, we're going to mulligan.
Ouch.
If I was on the draw, I would keep this. But
yeah, with the Wayfinder?
Yep. I think on the play we have to mulligan, and we would have easily not gotten there. So
man, I probably would have still been stuck on 2 lands, and we would have been discarding.
All right, best 5 ever. Oh, it's looking grim. It's looking real grisly. All right, go.
All right,
this hand is really bad.
Go ahead. My hand did not get any better.
Go.
I think that I want to shock myself and then pass.
Ooh. Okay. Shock himself and pass. All right. Well, there we go. Commune with the gods.
All right.
It's a little bit of action. Elvish Mystic, Sylvan, Commune, Overgrown Tomb, Grizzly. Wow. It's just actually miserable.
So you get a creature or an enchantment?
I get an Elvish Mystic is what I get.
Okay.
Go.
I'll bite the Mystic.
It's been Bile Blitten.
Kirun, go.
All right, deck. Come on, deck. Go. Commune was a good draw. Unfortunately, our Commune was about the worst possible. So.
Okay, so I can use this now to empty his hand, but anything that he could have cast, I'm sure he would have there. Like, he could have just played a Night Howler as a 2/2. He could have played a Herald Torment as a 3/3. So I don't think that we actually need to get rid of his hand. I think we're better off just casting a demon and passing.
All right, Satyr Wayfinder. Hopefully this thing does
Something.
Does anything. All right, we get a Golgari Guildgate, which we will play. And go.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. So there's 4 creatures in this graveyard right now.
5.
5?
2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Okay. So I have a couple different options. I can just use this now, or I can play both of these, which I think is just going to end up being better in the long run. So I don't think I really need to get rid of his Caryatid. So we will play a Key Rune, we'll play a Chandra, +1 here and at you.
Okay.
Combat, trigger demon.
Yep.
Attack for 6.
13.
Go.
Oh, deck, come on.
So now we have 6 creatures in the graveyard.
Go.
Okay. 8. Okay. So I think that I'm going to go to combat and trigger the demon.
Sure.
I'll attack you for 6.
7.
And then I'll return you for 6, and then 1 with Chandra.
Yep. Game.
Yeah, just had a demon in the hand.
Yep. All right, we are back for game number 2. Hopefully this one goes a little bit better for us, although it is, again, a 1-land hand that we can't keep, so it's not even close.
Ouch.
6 of the best.
And I'm keeping my 7. We got so involved in the absurdness of BBD 6.
Oh my
god. Is that a good sigh or a bad sigh?
I'm probably gonna lose this game without ever casting a second spell sigh.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm gonna keep this hand because like this hand's good if I draw fine, but I mean, yeah. I'm gonna go to 18 and cast Deathrite Shaman. Go.
I'm gonna go to 18 and Thoughtseize. All right. Well. So we have a Herald, Troll, Wayfinder, Grizzly. So I think so I can't stop him from casting one of his 2 enablers if he draws another land. So I think I'd rather just get rid of the creature that's difficult for me to handle. So I'm going to take the with Troll. And then it's your turn.
Attack.
17.
Go.
Okay. So definitely want to draw another red source next turn, but for now we're just going to Thoughtseize again. Go to 15, and we're going to take the Grizzly Salvage. And it's your turn.
Mm. I guess we'll go ahead and cast Satyr Wayfinder. I feel like we're just going to get angered, but I don't think we can really play around it. Oh.
You get a land.
Yeah, I do get a land. I'll just take a forest. And go.
Well, that's not good for us. We are going to get heralded next turn. Go.
Exile Thoughtseize.
13.
Alright. Exile Forests and bestow Herald of this.
Yep.
Attack for 4.
9.
Go.
Second main. Go.
Alright, I go to 17. Nine.
Another herald.
I'll put Herald here. Beginning of combats. I'll sack. And I'll attack you down to 1. Your turn.
Alright, well, we are just actually dead. Had
Yep.
the angers, just need to get the second red source.
Alright, so we are back for sideboarding. As for myself, I'm cutting the Shadowborn Demons. I'm not too worried about your Stormbreath Dragons or your Lifebane Zombies for the most part.
Yeah.
The only card that matters out of your deck is Desecration Demon and destroy target non-demon creature and is smaller than Desecration Demon. Just
Completely worse in every way.
actually just straight worse. So also costs more. So Shadowborn's gone, and then I decided I want to cut Deathrite Shaman because it's not a reliable mana source, and it gets swept up by your Anger of the Gods. So if I'm going to play a creature early on in the game that's just going to get eaten by Anger of the Gods, I want it to at least do something first.
Mm-hmm.
And Deathrite Shaman, I can't guarantee is going to be able to do that. It was good last game, but you didn't hit your second red source for Anger, which is why it was so good. And then I'm going to bring in Whip. I think the games can go very grindy, and I think having access to Whip kind of fights through a lot of his removal spells. Even though you do have a lot of removal spells that exile, I still think I'm going to end up with like Nemesis Immortals in my graveyard from time to time.
Well, like you're going to be casting Grizzly Salvage, Commune, and Satyr Wayfinder, which is going to put creatures directly into the graveyard.
That too, yeah. And then Thoughtseize, I think, is key to, get some of those cards like Anger of the Gods that are just absurd against me just out of your hand.
Yep. As for myself, I'm bringing in two Guild, just another removal spell that exiles the creature, which is valuable for cards like Lotleth Troll, as well as just whatever you have bestowed on, I can just get rid of it regardless of how big it is. Mizium Mortars is just another removal spell, also a sweeper, and then I'm also bringing in Pithy Needle because, like I saw Deathrite Shaman game 1, so if he's keeping it in, I know he's taking it out, but like if they were to keep in their Deathrite Shamans, it gives me an answer to that if it's just running away with the game. But I'm also expecting cards like Jared and or Whip of Erebos, which can be pretty difficult for this deck to handle if he's able to just start throwing creatures at me with Jared, or even just recurring Jared himself if he has a bunch of lands. So Pithy Needle will give me an answer for that. I'm cutting 2 Thoughtseize and 2 Rakdos Return. He is a graveyard-based deck, and we saw there that even though I was able to cast 2 Thoughtseize on turns 1 and 2 last game on the draw against his mulligan to 6, still just didn't do anything because his deck is just so full of redundancy on his enablers and threats that Thoughtseize just isn't going to be very good. So similar to how the decks now are not as synergistic. Like Green Red Monsters is a good example how it's good against Thoughtseize. It's not highly synergistic. It just has a whole bunch of powerful cards in it. This is a synergistic deck, but it's so redundant. Thoughtseize just isn't very good against it. I am keeping in 2 Thoughtseize because hitting cards like Herald of Torment and Night Howler could be good. That and I just didn't really have any other cards to bring in.
Makes sense. All right. All right. Game number 3.
Alrighty. I get to be on the play this time. I feel like that deck is probably pretty good on the draw.
Hopefully that's true.
And I don't think that this hand is very good. But I also don't think that I can mulligan it. So I think I'm going to keep this hand just because we have a couple pretty good cards. Like I don't really like this card, but I think it's fine in this position. And we just have to hope that we don't draw a bunch more lands.
My hand is mustard on my plain white t-shirt. It
Stains.
Keep. Okay.
Figured as much.
Yep.
All right, we're going to Thoughtseize, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go to 18.
Elvish Mystic, Satyr Wayfinder, Nemesis of Mortals, and 4 lands.
Oh, jeez.
Old Stains Apocalypse over here.
Stains Apocalypse. All right, so because we have this, I don't think that we have to take that Nemesis of Mortals. I think I would rather take his Wayfinder and just not let him have an enabler. But maybe I just, yeah, I don't care. I don't need to take the Mystic because he already has 4 lands, so I'll just take the Wayfinder, and you have 2 Forests, 2 Swamp, a Nemesis, and a Mystic. Good?
Probably going to cast Elvish Mystic on turn 1. That's going to happen. Go ahead.
Alright, go. Well, we drew a non-land spell for that turn, so that was good.
I don't want to cast this because I don't want it to die. And that's the old truth of the matter there. So we're gonna bash on in with Elvish.
17.
And we are going to cast Sylvan Curiated. Say go. I want to wait until I have mana up for this fine giant before I deploy him to the battlefield.
Alright, so we're going to Lifebane Zombie. Targeting you.
Yep.
Ooh. So we have this that we can use as an answer to that. I think I just have to take the Nemesis because it is just too big. And I just don't have an answer to it right now.
Okay.
And then I'll pass.
Oi. Attack.
16.
Wow, let's roll. Go.
Yep.
I'm casting it off of the Sylvan in case he plays like Anger, Regenerate, another removal spell, Regenerate again.
Okay.
Plus we want to make him pay the Troll Toll.
Swamp. Alright, so that troll could definitely end up being a problem here.
We can only hope.
And I don't think that I'm going to be able to do much, but I think I'm just going to start with this. I'm going to cast Pithing Needle.
I am going to respond by placing a Regeneration Shield on Lotleth Troll.
Sure.
And then place a second Regeneration Shield on the Troll.
We'll name Troll.
Okay.
I'll play a land and pass.
Alright, our Troll was double regenerated. And did not die. Ah, that's a species numero. Well, Lotless Troll can't use his abilities or regenerate, but he can still fly. Hopefully. Alright. And he is still larger than Anger of the Gods. So we're going to go ahead and crash on in with both of these fine gentlemen here.
So I'll take 6 and go to 10.
Okay. Go for it.
All right, so here we're just going to play a dragon and attack for 7.
13.
Go ahead.
12 in my upkeep. And draw. 10 is 7 points of damage. Thought sees you. Take your other Storm Breath Dragon.
Rats.
It's actually not a rat. It's a troll. You're at 10 points of life.
Correct. My hope was to kill you with your Herald of Torment trigger, which would have happened.
You're right.
Stopping my... I could... there are only 2 dragons, sadly.
I guess we'll put Night Howler on this guy as well. It's only +1, unfortunately, but we'll attack for 7.
All right. Well, I can't block.
So you go to 3.
Yep.
And we'll pass the turn.
All right. So I have 7 points in play, and you're going to take 1. So I just need to find 2 more damage here.
All right. I don't think your deck even has it.
Yeah, I sided out Rakdos' return.
I hope you drew a card, you sided in instead of Rakdos' return. That's irrelevant on this current board state.
So 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's a 6/5.
Yes.
Rats. Well, I think my best chance here is
7.
play a zombie and then pass and hope I'm just not dead.
All right, I got a 6. And not dead. So he has to block this, and we are going to trample over for 2. So that means he has to also block our Elvish Mystic with his Life Bane zombie, so we're not dead on his crackback. We also get these guys too, which helps. So okay, I will trample over for 2.
Yep.
These guys both die. You're at 1. I get a Night Howler and a Herald of Torment. And I get to cast a 3-mana copy of Nemesis of Mortals. And it's your turn.
All right. Well,
I hope you're dead.
so this is all graveyards, right? Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh wait, you had a Storm Breath in your yard, didn't you? So you were actually just dead last time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I totally forgot.
Yeah. All right.
Works for me. All right, game 4. Let's do it.
Game foe.
All right. Well, this hand isn't too terribly exciting, but we've got some pretty cool stuff, so I'm gonna keep.
Same boat.
I get to scry.
What's
And I'm actually going to bottom that.
I don't know what scrying is.
Yeah. No green-black temple yet.
Ugh. Go.
You and your 3 of Elvish Mystic, right on time.
Well, it was on top of my deck and not in my opening hand, so you're absolutely right.
Lucky.
Very lucky. I'm going to cast Satyr Wayfinder. Hey, my boy Gerard. Look at a swamp. And I'll play it. And it's your turn.
All right. So here I can cast this. I don't know if I even need to. I think it might just be better to cast this instead. Because I have so many just high impact cards that I need to try and get to. Yeah. I'll read the bones.
Yep. You are at 18.
So we'll scry. And we're going to bottom both. And we'll draw 2. And that's your turn.
You have 7 cards?
7.
7 cards? Okay. Draw. Reasonable. We're going to send in this guy. And I'm going to cast a Nemesis of Mortals.
Yep.
Your turn.
Alright. So it's not too exciting, but we're going to gild this dude.
Gilded.
I'll get some gold. And it's your turn.
Some sweet old gold action. Draw. Okay, I'll attack for 1.
16.
I'll play a Nemesis of Mortals and say go.
Alright, so I have 6 mana.
CVM loves gold.
So I can play both of these. Or I could just play both of these. Which I think is probably going to end up being better. You have how many cards?
5. They're all real bad.
Alright, so I think that we're just going to shock to 14. Play Keyrune and gild the Nemesis.
Jeez.
It's your turn.
Mono gilding going on here.
We got guilds.
Just
I don't have a guild gate,
straight.
but I got guilds.
I feel like I'm getting guild tripped here. Guild tripped. Something. We're just gonna put Herald Torment on this guy.
Yep.
Bash on in. I wanted to put
10.
that on this guy,
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
but I could not do that. Your turn.
So here I think that I want to use this to see what we're working with over there. So I'll zombie you.
Sylvan, Gerard, 2 communes.
Alright, well I guess we'll get rid of the Gerard.
He's gone.
So we have 2 commune, Sylvan. We'll play our guild gate. Second main, we'll play a demon and then pass.
Okay. Take 1.
17.
All right. Commune with the gods.
So that's enchantment or creature.
Night Howler.
And you drew a land. Jeez. Am I just dead? How many creatures are in your graveyard?
How many are in yours? None?
I have 0.
All right, so let's bestow this, and let's do some math here. Let's see, there are just 1, 2, 3.
So, and the one
So
you sack will be
3,
4.
6, 7. It would be 8. So it would only be 8 damage. So I'm actually not going to sacrifice. I'm just going to. How many cards do you have? 2.
2.
12. So we're dead if he has exactly Land Dragon, I guess. Well, we can still sack. I'm just gonna send.
So how big is he?
4 plus another 7, 7.
Maybe 7, 7. I'll go to 3.
All right, you're at 3. You're up. That was exactly we needed to hit a Night Howler off of our commune. We did.
Well, that's not a very exciting card.
Good.
So I can cast this and still be alive for a turn. But if he communes into another bestow creature, then we are just not in good shape. But it will also let me start to crank this up. Then I have to decide if I want to attack or not. So we have 2 cards in hand.
Correct.
A Commune and a Sylvan. So
Correct.
the Sylvan will be able to tap my demon down no matter what.
No matter what.
There's another Night Howler then. Make him tap it. I think I'd rather just get in some damage. He also can just sacrifice his Wayfinder, get his Herald and his Night Howler in play, and attack with them. Man, that's real cute. Alright, so I don't think I really have any choice here.
Okay.
Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That doesn't kill him. Right. So we are going to go to combat and trigger the demon. I don't know if since he did that, I can't attack with my zombie.
The demon.
Second main.
Dragon. Okay.
The old post-combat dragon.
Yep.
A wretched bomb, and then I'll pass.
Okay.
So I have to keep back the lifebane zombie here because if I just attack with it, he can sack the Wayfinder here, get 2 creatures, and then kill me.
I'll lose 1. Draw.
So we're definitely gonna have to get lucky here. I have to block or I'm dead.
Float 1. Plus Dread.
Yep.
And you're up. Dread is a 1, 2, 3, 3.
So he's +3/+3. So he's a 5/5.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's a 5/5. He gets +3/+3.
right. So, how can I possibly win this game? I don't think I can because I'm just dead in his upkeep.
I like the sound of what I'm hearing.
So, even if I were to Chandra into Anger of the Gods, it doesn't do anything. I could Chandra into Dreadbore, does nothing because the creatures just fall off.
These bestow creatures on that Satyr Wayfinder are pretty sweet.
I mean, I told you, like, that card makes the deck.
Yeah.
Just giving you a body that enables something you can bestow. It's very good.
A little 1/1 body that could. Just a dude with some dudes on him. It's a regular old dude parade.
It's a dude parade. So... Alright, well, I think that we just go to combat and trigger demon.
I don't want to sack this guy because then he can just like anger plus if he had like double anger or something, we just lose everything. And like he has to kill Jared and kill this guy and still not die to these. So
alright, so second main, I'll play a Chandra, and we'll 0.
okay.
Still not enough.
Use your Dreadbore.
Dreadbore my own Chandra.
Yeah. That's a meta play.
It definitely is. All right, final game, game 5. Let's see what happens. See, this hand isn't all that great, but if we draw a couple lands, we're real good. We have these 2 cards that are pretty sweet. I think I'm going to keep.
I'm going to trust in the heart of the cards and keep.
Now, I did sideboard differently. I took out the 2 Chandras and brought the 2 Thoughtseize back in. Like, Chandra just doesn't do enough, and being able to Thoughtseize the Bestow guys feels like it's pretty important. So we're actually going to start out with a Thoughtseize.
My land and my spells. I hope he doesn't have a removal spell for my turn 1 Elvish Mystic.
Tomb, we find it by 2. Oh, come in. So, what do we take here? I think it has to be either Herald or Night Howler. And because he's just going to be filling his graveyard, I think I'd rather him have a Herald than a Night Howler. So I will take the Night Howler. And pass.
Okay. Go. All right, non-Guildgate land right here.
All right, we're going to shock to 16, play a Ratchet Ball and pass.
Okay. Druid.
I mean, I'm not surprised one bit.
And we're going to get it.
Come on.
Just the last possible moment at all times.
Come on.
And that's it for me. That's all I got.
All right. I got a Scry.
Scry City over here.
And this is going to link to the bottom. And then I'll pass the turn.
I love always having lands. I will get in there for one.
Yeah, 15.
I'm gonna shock myself to 18. Cast a Lotleth Troll and pass the turn. Sure.
All right, so here I think that we want to just play this, go to our second main, and play a demon, and then I'll pass.
Okay.
So we could have used this, but I don't think we need to yet.
Grizzly Salvage.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that was not a Commune of the Gods.
You do have those in your hand.
Could have gotten a Whip of Erebos, which would have been pretty sweet. I think here our best bet is to just take the land. Sadly, that Ratchet Bomb messes with combat on our Lotleth Troll. You're at 15?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I'm going to shock myself. 16. And I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay, so I think that here we actually just want to tick this up so we have protection against the bestow creatures, since they both cost 3 mana as their converted mana cost. We're going to gild the Lotleth Troll, which gives us some gold. We're going to go to combat, trigger the demon,
Okay.
attack for 6,
10.
and then I'll pass the turn.
Salvage.
Sure.
Oh, man.
He went to Jared.
Yeah. Take a land or Jared.
You have 4 in hand before the salvage results?
Yeah.
Okay.
Four dudes in our yard. 10. I think we actually take a land here. Maybe we take Jared. Let's see. 3 cards in hand.
Mm-hmm.
15. So we can always. Yeah, it's a tough choice. I think we take the land. Take a swamp.
Alright.
Guess we'll see if that works. Draw. Well, let's see. 15.
We play in the Herald of Torment here?
No, because you can just pull the Roger Bomb.
Yep.
Yeah, I was getting for one.
14.
Cast a Satyr Wayfinder. Oh, Brook City on that guy. That's why I took the land, because like you can't guarantee that you're gonna hit a land with that guy. And I wanted to be able to cast Wildwood Troll with mana open. And that's it for me.
All right. You have how many cards now?
3.
Okay. Alright, so a land there is actually pretty good. So now we get to shock ourselves down to 12. Overload Museum Orders.
Oh, I will regenerate Lotless Roll.
Sure. Go to combat, trigger demon.
Sure.
I'll attack for 6.
4.
And then I'll pass the turn. So hopefully he just doesn't discard 10 creatures to his Lotless Troll and kill us.
Start with Satyr Wayfinder. Herald Commune, Night Howler.
Just another brick.
Well, we kind of needed that one to hit, but... You're at 12.
Mm-hmm.
Thought sees you. Down 2. So... I'm going to take the Dreadbore.
Yep. We do have a Mutavault over here.
Yeah, I know you have Midrange.
Just making sure. I kind of had it hidden in my lands.
Guess I'll commune with the gods.
Alright.
Might be loose, but... I'll take... Take the Satyr Wayfinder.
Sure.
And... It's... Your turn.
Alright. We're gonna go to combat and trigger the demon. Oh, you know what? I can't do that. I have to Thoughtseize first. Sorry. Yeah.
I'll pitch both to the troll.
Yeah, I have to make you discard them. And I go to 10.
Yep.
And then I'll go to combat, trigger the demon.
Sack.
And then I will pass the turn.
So, I don't think that I can... I think I just have to cast this, Commune with the Gods. 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is what we were looking for. And then this is with mortals. I'll attack a Lotless Roll.
Okay.
Okay. So you're at 6.
Yes.
I'll play the Nemesis Mortals. So
Yeah.
I need you to brick off twice in a row.
Yeah.
I think if you brick twice, I can win.
Well, you also have to draw something next turn.
I do not.
I mean, I can kill Jared with this. It only costs 4 mana.
But you'd also kill your demon.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Combat.
Sack control. Elvish Mystic would just be the perfect draw.
It actually would.
Do we even have any Elvish Mystics left in my deck?
I don't know, but I just have to pass the turn.
I guess we'll find out when I draw. 2. Oh, they're all gone. All right. Draw. I will attack Nemesis Immortals.
I'll animate.
Sure.
Block.
Sure. Float 2 mana, sack, return Jared, cast Jared.
Yep.
And you're up.
Charge that to 4.
Sure.
Combat. Braun-Duin.
I think I have to sack Jared to it.
And I'm dead.
Oh. Alright, we are here for the conclusion of Dude Parade.
It's a pretty good name.
Laugh every time I say it. Dude Parade versus Black Red Midrange. So the games actually didn't go at all how we thought that they would go.
Not even close.
No. So we assumed that the deck with Anger the Gods and Desecration Demon against the deck with Shadowborn Demon, that the Desecration Demon deck would easily win. But the way the games played out, you didn't have Anger for one thing, so you didn't draw like your best card in the matchup, which really favored me, and we got to see how resilient Dude Parade is to a bunch of spot removal.
I mean, like I said in the deck, the Bestow guys are just very good against a bunch of spot removal.
Yeah, like the one game you had like Guild, a couple other removal spells, and you still, you guilded a couple Nemesis Immortals, but I put like 13 Bestow guys on a single Satyr Wayfinder and went to town.
Yep.
So yeah, this deck was pretty awesome actually. I was really impressed with it. It was a lot of fun. 20 lands, maybe it should be 21 or 22.
That guy at the IQ only had 19. He said.
That's true. That's
so
true.
He's packing it.
Yeah. I had to mulligan a lot of hands for not having enough land, and I kept a sketchy one there, game 5, with just one land on the draw. 2 chances to draw a land, and if I did hit the land, my hand was very, very good, which I did hit the land and ended up being fine. But yeah, there's definitely scariness there in terms of that, or maybe even a 4th Elvish Mystic would be probably pretty good.
Maybe the deck doesn't need the 2 Deathrite Shamans. I don't know.
I actually think the deck doesn't need Sylvan Caryatid. I didn't really want to ever be playing it on turn 2. I kind of wanted to be playing like Satyr Wayfinder, Grisly Salvage, or Commune with the Gods.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of like the idea of maybe just like a 4th Elvish Mystic and 2 more Deathrite Shamans, so you just have a turn 1 play. And that lets you cast the Wayfinder, the Grisly Salvage, and the Commune of the Gods and have them have more value since they have more Deathrite Shamans.
That's true.
That's one angle to take it. I'd have to mess around with it if I played it more to really figure out like the way I like it. But I definitely think that not having 4 Elvish Mystics is a huge mistake.
Yeah, Mystic seems very good in the deck. Like I said earlier, in between games, I don't know if we caught it on camera or not, but I feel like that deck is probably very strong on the draw because of how potent the turn 2 plays are, and just having the chance for that, 2 extra cards to see before you have to make your second land drop can be pretty important.
Yeah.
As we saw there, even though like Thoughtseize isn't all that great against the deck, and I might have some spot removal spells, but you just have so many dudes, it just doesn't really matter. And if they don't see their sweepers, then they're just going to take over. So like the Revelation decks, if they don't see Supreme Verdict, they're just going to lose to 15/15 Satyr Wayfinders. This deck, if not seeing Anger of the Gods, you just lose to a bunch of random creatures.
Yeah, when I played against this deck with the Revelation deck, I actually didn't draw verdicts that much, but I had Elspeth. Elspeth's exceptionally good against this deck because almost everything outside of the card Herald of Torment, Elspeth literally makes combat impossible because like they only have 1 or 2 big guys, and you can just block every single turn. Or if they're not bestowed, if it's like Nemesis Immortals, you can just -3 the Elspeth and kill them all. So Elspeth's very good against the deck, and Jace is actually fine against it too for shutting down like all the 1/1s from doing anything in combat either. But Herald of Torment definitely is key in that kind of a matchup.
Herald seems real good.
What were your thoughts on Black Red?
I didn't like the deck. The same as before when I was helping you guys prepare for the Pro Tour in Dublin. I told Jerry that I didn't like the Black Red deck when he chose to play it there. It felt like most of the time I was just drawing the wrong half of my deck, and without cards like Azorius Charm or Sphinx's Revelation or Jace to draw into the better half of your deck, you're just kind of stuck with what you had, and that's the problem with it. Like we said, the deck just had a bunch of removal spells, but if you don't draw them, then you're just going to lose to a deck like this that's just mono dudes. You just don't have enough removal.
Yeah, and like that's the benefit of a deck like Blue White or Esper compared to that deck is like, sure, you might have a right half and a wrong half of your deck against someone, but with Sphinx's Revelation, you just draw both halves of your deck.
Yep.
So it just doesn't matter.
Yeah. I don't think that I want to be playing like a controlling type strategy without Sphinx's Revelation right now. Like I don't see any reason to do that. Like the card is just too good.
The card's too good. The format's like so slow right now that there's just no reason not to. I definitely agree with that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed our video. Hopefully you got something out of it. I think at least the green black deck's really cool.
It's really neat.
So if that kind of thing is your style, I would definitely give it a shot. Kind of felt a little reminiscent. It brought back a little nostalgia casting Grizzly Salvage again.
Yeah, there's no acidic slime, but
yeah, I was not getting acidic slime. Instead, I was getting Night Howler. But you got to make do with what you got to make do. So
for sure.
Yeah, it was pretty fun, and there was a lot of like explosive plays. So it's definitely an exciting deck to try out.
Now we will be in Cincinnati this weekend for the Grand Prix.
Yep.
I'm searching to try and qualify for Atlanta. Brian is as well. He just needs to pick up 4 points to hit silver.
Points, yep.
So that's what, a top 16?
Top 8.
Top 8? All right. Well, I mean, if it's big enough, you just double queue, right?
Yeah.
So
triple queue, actually.
That's the plan.
So yeah.
But now, can we expect you to be casting some Nemesis Immortals this weekend, maybe?
Probably not.
Probably not.
No, probably not. But
the deck does seem really really cool, though.
I wouldn't count it out. I wouldn't count it out, but I'm probably not going to be casting them. But.
Fair enough. So again, we will be in Cincinnati this weekend. Anybody that will be there, feel free to stop by and say hi. I'm sure we'll have extra tokens with us and stuff since it won't be a Star City event. They won't be giving them out, but we'll have some with us. But you have to make sure you come say hi. We're not just giving them away for free.
Yep, exactly.
So again, thanks for stopping by this week and hanging out with us while we battled some sweet new brews from South America. And I got my butt kicked yet again, but it was fun nonetheless. So thanks for stopping by this week, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you.